Pietà, Signore, Signor, pietà di me dolente, se a te giunge il mio pregar, meno severi, clemenzioni ora, volgi tui sguardi, devolgi sguardi su me, Signor, Pietà, Signore, di me dolente, Signor, pietà. Se a te giunge il mio pregar, non mi punisca il tuo rigor, meno severi clemenzioni ora, volgi tui sguardi. So I've been living in a series of houses and a whole bunch of different places, but when I narrow it down to the things that keep me calm and the things that bring me joy, it's music. And having to get up at 5:30 in the morning to get dressed and shower and run for buses and potentially miss them and then get on trains. And I'm thinking I do all this for music and for my passion for music, because that's my happy place, as people call it, and that's what brings me joy. And
with Cadence, part of not being able to get him out of the car to school, I think had a lot to do with his speech. Cadence had a severe stutter problem, or challenge. I don't like the word problem, but he had a severe stuttering challenge. I think music definitely helped in the flow of his speech. Music is something that flows.
Music education is an amazing way to help students find emotional stability. It gives them intellectual growth. It gives them the opportunity for cultural competency. It allows them to build and be part of a team. And in some cases, if you're doing it right, the students can feel like the music community and team that they're on is the place where they can be their true self. And so many times our students come to us from all kinds of diverse backgrounds, and in their regular schools or in their old schools and situations, they didn't quite feel like they fit in. And when they come to a program like ours, they feel like they can truly be the person that they're meant to be. There's no judgment, there's no critique. They can live out in their own way. I bring a certain kind of teaching pedagogy to the Pacific Boy Choir. I bring a Kodai-based musicianship process where I ask the students to audiate and to work from inner hearing before we sing. And this was a new thing for the boys and a challenge for some of them. And for Cadence, it was something very special. And I remember those first few weeks of school, he would come to me almost on a daily or weekly basis and thank me for the teaching I was doing. And he would talk about how much he appreciated my contributions. And I remember as a teacher new to the choir school, at least new for the previous 8 years, it meant a lot to me. And he was one of the students that made me feel very welcome. And I noticed that he was that way with all of his teachers as well, that he was always the student that gave them positive reinforcement, and he always encouraged other adults. And I noticed he was always encouraging other students as well.
Cadence Strange. I'm 13 years old and I'm 6'2". I brought this out because I'm questioned on a daily basis for not having one. From what I've been told, it's a waste of my body not to use it. I have dribbled it out here for you, but I have no idea how to. My love is for classical music. I actually sing with the Pacific Boy Choir Academy. It's not something you see every day, but it's all I know. The only team uniform I wear is this one.
People might see him, you know, he's already black, he's already super tall. People might just assume that he's a lot older than what he is and treat him like he's a lot older than what he is, and like he still has a lot of maturing to do, but people don't realize that just because of how he looks. And so people, you know, people have kind of always done it, treated him, you know, not nicely, not as nice as they could have, or expected things of him that you wouldn't expect of a young child to do. But just because he looks like that, they automatically assume that he's capable of doing more than like whatever it was. So I do get nervous for him for that, just because I don't want people to treat him differently because of how he looks. And then also he's just a really sweet boy, so it's like people can take advantage of that if you're not careful. I'm not saying to not be a nice person, but be aware, you know, be sharp with your answers and how you speak to people, know what you're talking about. So I don't want him to be too lackadaisical, I think that's the word. I just want him to be, you know, aware and not naive, and yeah, just be aware that people aren't always going to treat you the way that you think you deserve to be treated.
Want it? Did you want it back? Oh my, it tears me apart. Did you ever fight it? All of the pain, so much pride running through my veins. I'm bleeding.
I'm often surprised at how strong Cadence is. And I wait as a mom and a parent, having gone through with him what he's going through. I wonder sometimes, like, when he's gonna break, when he's gonna break. Not that I ever want him to. I think it's phenomenal, but I just know that he's human, and everybody just can't be that strong. It's not possible. And so anyway, we happened to get up one day, and we were on our way to school early in the morning, and I asked him, is everything okay? He was kind of just looking out the window, veering like straight out the window. And I said, "Are you okay, son? You okay?" He's like, "Yeah, he's strong." And I put my hand on his back, and I just touched him. And I said, "It's okay. It's okay if everything's not okay." And he just broke down crying. And he says, "Mom, I don't understand why us, why do we struggle? Why do we have to struggle?" And in the moment, I really couldn't answer that question for him. It was just a moment in time. And I just shared with him that it won't always be this way.
Faith abounds in deepest waters. Your sovereign hand will be my guide. Where feet may fail and fear surrounds me, you never failed, and you won't start now. Oh, and I will call upon your name. I'll keep my eyes above the waves. When oceans rise, my soul will rest in your embrace, for I am yours and you are mine.
Turn down the lights, turn down the bed, turn down these voices inside my head. Lay down with me, tell me no lies, just hold me close, don't patronize me, don't patronize me. 'Cause I can't make you love me if you don't. You can't make your heart feel something it won't. Here in the dark, these